My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm re-reviewing Tom Ford Tuscan leather. The 10mm is 46, the 50mm is 178 and the 100mm is 254. The notes are black pepper, tobacco leaf, saffron, raspberry thyme, night blooming jasmine, amberwood and frankincense. Do we have our bottles of Tuscan leather? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So I wanted to re-review this because I wanted to see if it was still the formulation I remember, and I reviewed this a few years ago. I just want to re-review it. I remember going with a friend years and years ago, and smelling this and thinking it was the most outrageous thing I'd ever smelled because I could smell the cocaine. And I think there's a rapper who rapped about this fragrance. So I remember it being really outrageous. I remember it being medicinal. I remember it being harsh. I remember it definitely having leather and cocaine smell. I just remember thinking it was the most outrageous, very cool thing I'd ever smelled in my entire life. Then I felt it was a little bit unwearable because it was just so harsh. But there is absolutely a place for that. And I think it's very cool to have something like that in a range. I think, in my opinion, it's been toned down, unfortunately, but it's more wearable, if that kind of makes sense. I was really looking forward to be outraged and feel triggered and all that stuff, but it doesn't, and it's a much, much more wearable version of it. This is how to do a musk accord well. So this is someone who really knows what they're doing. This is someone who understands their craft, who knows exactly what they're doing. Third, and this is just a multifaceted combination of musk to work at the backbone, to work at smoothing it, to work in giving it a harsh feel. Technically, I think it's a gorgeous assimilation of everything that I kind of love within a fragrance. Light, airy, metallic, soft, sweetened obviously with raspberry ketones. Raspberry ketones are crystalline at room temperature. Just smell of raspberry. This has the ambroxan to further give it harshness, along with the ambroxolide and along with a musk called Z11P, and Z11P smells of harsh metal. It's very expensive and it smells of harsh, cold metal, and combined with the ambroxolide, combined with the ambroxan, helps to give this harsh core within the middle. Leather feel is sebuquinone and some herbaceous-like molecules give a herbaceous feel, and some wood molecules at the core. Incredibly stable. I don't know about the longevity. I went yesterday and got this with a friend of mine, and I was like, he knows nothing about perfumery, and I said, what do you think of this? And he said, it smells of people that have done drugs the next day. That was his thing, when you've had a shower and all of that. So I thought that was quite interesting. He really loved it. And I think this is a really good fragrance that gives that beautiful sort of symphony of cleanness, smoothness, combined with harshness. And that is what's at the core of this sort of fragrance. It's drying down. I remember this being monstrous. I remember this being so monstrous it was kind of like offensive in the way that it came out the skin. The way the sillage of it used to be crazy. My skin is not the best for sort of projection and all that sort of stuff, but on me it wasn't particularly very good, but on my friend it kind of was awesome. The sillage from it was sort of like, I can't describe it as clean washing. That's kind of what it smelled like, you know, from a distance, and then as you got closer you could smell the leather and the sort of cocaine accord, which I think is very cool. On to my final thoughts. I'm a little bit sort of disappointed. I don't know if it has been reformulated, but what I remember it as and what I can smell it now, to me it feels like it has. It's like a less of a beast of what it was. It was quite a beast. Please leave comments below and let me know what you think, but I kind of think it has been reformulated. It's very nice though. To me it doesn't smell what it did. It sort of smells like a toned down version of it, but I do kind of love it. So acid order, safe, legal, compliant. That's what we kind of want within the perfume world. The value for money, and I'm going to put it like this: if you love it, because it's such an interesting smell and it's such a unique smell, that I think that if you love it, you'll pay the money. But I imagine there's other companies that have come along and done Tuscan leather like what it was, and I imagine there's other companies that have done their version of it and done it better. In my opinion, sort of slightly overpriced because the performance isn't great on me, but on my friend it was like monstrous and carried on and on and on. Do I like it? I love it. And the reason I love it is because of what it is. To me, it symbolized Tom Ford when they were great. The latest sort of formulations have been, in my opinion, a little bit underwhelming and a little bit disappointing. And I'd love to see Tom Ford going back to producing this when it first came out. I'd love to see that, because Tom Ford used to be a very, very exciting company. So I'm going to mark it an 8 out of 10, and I'm giving it an extra mark because of, I love it. I think it's innovative. I think it's exciting. I think it's creative. I think it's wearable. That's kind of doing everything for me. And I kind of love it. And I love the way Tom Ford are doing these 10 mils. I think it's excellent. But I do think it's very nice, but it's kind of pretty much gone, which for 178 or 50, whatever it was, you kind of want it more. You kind of want it monstrous. So if you love that review, thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content, lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance views. I hope staying safe and well. See you soon.